Awesome. Okay, welcome everyone to the second energy balance as part of our 6-week Activate Challenge. Excited to have you all who's jumped on this evening. I'm really excited to do this again. And once again, thank you for taking your Sunday evening out to spend with me. I really, really appreciate it. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm just going to do a little collective card reading for us all. Hey, Rach, and see what energies are coming through. And then we're also going to do a beautiful energy balance as well, see what energies are coming up at the moment within the collective and do a little energetic shift to really align ourselves for the week. Okay, beautiful. So let's have a look at what's coming through. Okay, all right. So okay, we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like these cards go so well together. The Two of Pentacles is very much about juggling life, juggling responsibilities, juggling priorities, juggling our roles in life, all the different hats that we play. Very much about where we direct our energy, where we put our time and our focus, and trying to find a balance between that. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's the working parent archetype. She's very much embodies the mother archetype. She's the nurturer. She's the provider for her family. She cooks, she keeps a beautiful home, she gives love and support to those people in her life that she cares about, but she also has her own dreams and desires too. And she wants to be able to contribute to the family financially. So with these two together, I want to say that there may be right now a bit of an imbalance between those two energies, between the mother archetype or the nurturer and I guess the working parent, or the part of you that has those dreams and desires and things that you're really chasing after. So you might feel right now that you could be doing really well at one of them and potentially failing a little bit at the other. Not that you're failing, but it just might feel that way, that yep, you're nailing one side, whether that's work or business or whatever, that seems to be going really well. But maybe home life, family life, relationships might have taken a little bit of a backseat. And these cards together are really kind of asking us to look at where we're placing our energy and how can we possibly bring them back into a little bit more balance. And when I was really checking the energies tonight around what was coming through for us, and this actually came to me on my walk this morning, a lot of you may have heard about the yin and the yang energies. So our yang energy is our masculine energy. It's when we're in the energy of doing. We constantly have to be busy, and we're sort of in that overachieving mindset, and we're competitive, and we push to try and get the things done. And our yin side is very much our feminine side of ourselves. So yin is very like soft and quiet and in flow and intuitive. She's flexible and adaptive, and she allows herself to rest and be still. Whereas when we're in our masculine, we don't think to do that. We keep pushing to get things done. So it was coming up tonight that a lot of us are in too much in our masculine energy right now. And I feel like this really resonates for these cards. So it feels like there's an imbalance, and that maybe some of us are sitting in too much of that yang energy, pushing too hard, maybe in that workaholic mode or in that overachieving sort of mode, and kind of living in a state right now of a little bit of too much stress and anxiety around that. And we need to start to embody more of our yin side. So what I want to say with these is the Two of Pentacles is very much not so much about finding a perfect balance, because I don't believe that at any one time everything is in perfect balance. You know, if we look at all areas of our life, it's not very often that we can say that we're, you know, nailing every single aspect at the one time. Usually if we're doing really well in a couple, there might be some others that, you know, we feel like we're not doing so well in. And the point is that, you know, it's unattainable really to achieve a perfect balance or to achieve that equilibrium. And the Two of Pentacles is very much saying that allow yourself to be flexible and adaptive and to be more in your yin energy and go with the flow. What feels right for you right now? Is that putting a little bit more time into your children and your family and your husband and your relationships, or your friends or your creative endeavors? Or is it your work? Are you really building your career and wanting to focus there? And that may change on a day-to-day basis. It could change hour to hour. But what it's saying is allow yourself to move between the two sides. You don't have to be one or the other. And the Queen of Pentacles embodies that. She says to us that we can be both. We can be the mother that we want to be, the nurturer, the provider. We can care for our children, our family, and our loved ones. We can keep a beautiful home, and we can cook and do all the things that we enjoy that really embody that femininity. And we can also have our careers, and we can excel and achieve and provide for our family and contribute to the family and our goals and dreams. So she says to us that we can have both. But what I want to say is that right now there's an imbalance in that. And you may need to look at bringing more of your yin back into balance. So what you can do, some things that you can do to step more into that yin energy is slow down, give yourself time to rest, relax, reflect. You know, things like yoga, meditation, walking, slow movements, getting to bed early and really winding down the nervous system, particularly at nighttime. Yin is all about the evenings. So I really want to encourage you to allow yourself to slow down and rest and embody more of that yin side. So that's what's coming through tonight. It was really, that really resonated with the message that I got about our yin and yang being out of balance. So let me know if that resonates for you. I can see there that a few of you have said that it does. So it definitely feels true for me as well. So what we will do now is we'll move into a little bit of a balance that I prepared earlier to see what energies were coming up tonight, similar to what we did last time, but we've got some different messages and themes coming through tonight. So when I was doing all the pre-checks to check us all energetically, one of the first things that came through, and this kind of ties into what's out for us tonight, but was hydration. So I want everybody, before we start, is to actually just take a breath. And then what I want you to do is I want you to have some small sips of water. I don't want you to scull a heap of water, but I just want you to grab your water and just take a couple of really small sips, or a tea or whatever you've got with you. I just want you to get a little bit more hydration in your body before we start. And just really settle into a nice, comfortable position. I'm just going to check. Beautiful. So that's better. It can only take, sometimes we just need a few small sips, and that gets the energy and the chi flowing back through the body. So the other thing that was out when I was doing our pre-checks was our central meridians. So meridians are energy systems that run through the body. We have hundreds and hundreds of them. There's all different ones. I won't go into them tonight, but it's our central one, and it basically runs up the center of our body from the pelvis up to the bottom lip. So when this is out, this indicates a lot of stuff to do with our brain. So it's very much about us we can feel like we're overthinking things. We're really frazzled in our energy, and basically we're not feeling centered. I had a conversation with some people during the week. People like, I just feel not myself. I just feel a bit off kilter. So this can be very much our central meridian when we're not feeling centered within ourselves and we're very much in our head. So what we're going to do to just balance that meridian right now is what we call feathering. So what I'm going to get you to do, it looks a little bit funny, but I'm just going to get you to run your hand like this over the center of your body. So right up to that bottom lip, all the way down to sort of the groin area. And you're just going to run that over the central meridian a few times. And we're just doing what's called feathering with that, just to sort of flush that energy and bring it back into center. So just do that a couple more times. Beautiful. All right, I'm just going to check that that's now in balance for everyone. So I'm just using muscle testing to check that. Beautiful. So we're all good. The other thing that came out for us, which I want to do now all together, is a connection point that we all need to do together. And the connection point that came up was our mind connection. Again, this is all to do with the brain. We can feel like we're kind of really stuck in our thoughts, very much stuck in the past. We're not open-minded. We don't have clarity about how to move forward. And we may just feel really stuck in a situation and not be able to see a clear path. So what we're going to do now is a little exercise to kind of bring that body-mind connection back into balance. And what you're going to do is you're going to make the I love you symbol, or the mudra in sign language, like this, and you're going to place it over your heart. And I'll get you just to repeat after me. Infinite love and gratitude to my mind connection. My mind is open. I can attract anything into my life. I have infinite possibilities and potential. I feel like I want to do that one more time for us. So let's do that one more time. Infinite love and gratitude to my mind connection. My mind is open. I can attract anything into my life. I have infinite possibilities and potential. And take a nice deep breath in and let it out. Beautiful. So they're just a couple little things to bring our energies back into balance. So what I did was I checked through, I mentioned last time we did this that I work in different energy systems, and I have mentioned meridians already tonight. And last time we spoke about chakras. So tonight the energy system that we're working with that came up as out of balance is our elements. So there's 5 elements. There's fire, water, earth, wood, and metal. And as individuals, we all embody parts of these different types of elements. Most of us actually embody one in particular, mainly as our constitution, with maybe an undertone of 1 or 2 of the others. But overall, we all have parts of each of them, and we actually all need to embody parts of each of them. So the one that actually came out of balance for us this evening is the water element. So I'd actually just firstly, just to keep this a little bit interactive tonight, I'd actually love you to pop in the chat what you think of when you hear me say the word water. I'd just love to know if you hear the word water or think about water, flow, yep. Yep. Calm, yep. Free, yep. Relax, calm, peace. Yeah, beautiful. So this is, lots around the same theme. So water is very much about our ability to go with the flow, and it's very much that sense of calm and peace. So once again, it's a really yin energy. And so you might find that some of the words that you thought of then around flow or being calm or relaxed or at peace, they may be things that you're craving a little bit more of in your life right now. But water is very much about, as I said, our ability to flow, to move. Water is able to move past obstacles with ease. It just seems to kind of move around it with that ease, grace, and flow. And as much as it has that movement with the waves, it can also be really still. Like on my walk this morning with my girlfriend, it was just, we couldn't believe it. The water was just so still. And I was like, wow, that's what I've been craving a little bit more of right now too. And water is very much attached to winter and the colder months. They're usually times where we feel a little bit more where we want to go within and feel a little bit more still, I guess, within our lives and kind of retreat a little bit. So when water element is out for us, you may be feeling things like anxiety, fear, feeling the need to rest more. You might be craving like a little bit more alone time and solitude. And you might be finding that also the opposite to that you've been kind of pushing a bit too hard and in that overachieving mode. And living in stress, or that masculine energy that I was talking about earlier. So this is very much in line with everything that's come through so far. So we're going to just do a couple of little things now to try and bring our water element back into balance tonight and get a little bit more of harmony and flow within the body heading into your week. So we're going to do a little exercise called an emotional stress response. And this is something that is a beautiful tool that you can actually use yourself anytime that you're feeling a little bit stressed or overwhelmed, or you feel like your head's really foggy and you've got no clarity, or your thoughts can't come through, or you're just feeling a bit maybe riled up and you want to really kind of settle into your emotions and calm some of your emotions in the body. So to do this, we actually use acupressure points, which are part of the stomach meridian, but they're actually located on the top of our head. So if you just have a feel, you've sort of got on the front of your head, on the skull, you can sort of feel like two bony bits at the front on either side. So these are the points that we're working with. And you don't need to press them hard. We just do a nice light touch, and you can hold them like this, or if you like, which I prefer, you can actually hold them like this, which is really, really nice. So yeah, as I said, like if you find during the day, like you're feeling a bit stressed and overwhelmed and you just need a moment to settle your emotions and calm yourself down, this is really beautiful to do. So I just really want you to hold this for a couple of minutes. And I want you just to be taking some nice deep breaths, just at your own pace with your breath. I just want you to close your eyes, hold these points, and we're just taking in some beautiful deep breaths. And while you're doing that, I'm actually just going to grab a beautiful essential oil that came up for us tonight, which is neroli. I'm not sure if anyone has neroli at home. It's a beautiful citrusy blend, but it's really, really great for anxiety and stress and nervous tension, exhaustion, and just bringing in a sense of peace, calm, and also rejuvenation with that beautiful citrus energy. So I'm just smelling that now and just putting that through my energetic field while you're holding those beautiful acupressure points. I know that you guys can't smell this, but yeah, I'm working energetically through you. So I'm just going to continue to hold those points for another 30 seconds or so. Just really allow your body to relax. Just really settle into it. If your breaths are getting slower, that's okay. That's what we want. We want the body and the nervous system just to really, really slow down and bring in that beautiful yin energy of that just stillness and taking a moment for yourself. Just the last 3 breaths now. Doesn't matter how you're breathing, if it's in through the nose or out through the mouth, whatever feels natural for you. And once you've finished your breaths, you can pop your hands down. Beautiful. Okay. Now what we're going to do is an affirmation that came up for us all tonight. And we're actually going to repeat this one 3 times, was the amount of times it came up that we need to say it. So I'm just going to say it, and then you can all repeat after me. So the affirmation is, I enjoy the quiet stillness of my own inner being. So I'm going to repeat that now, break it up, and you can repeat after me, and we're going to do it 3 times. So let's go. I enjoy the quiet stillness of my own inner being. I enjoy the quiet stillness of my own inner being. I enjoy the quiet stillness of my own inner being. And take another breath in and let it out. Beautiful. And the last little one that we're going to do is just a nice other little breath exercise. So for this, I want you to close your eyes again for me. And with this little breath exercise, we're just going to be breathing in for 4 and releasing for 4. There's not going to be any hold at the top. I want this to be one continuous breath in and out, and that beautiful continuous movement. And what I want you to imagine while you're breathing is I want you to imagine, like, picturing, I guess, the ocean rising up through the back of your spine and back down when you breathe out. So like the waves in the ocean, I just want you to envision that sort of water rising as you breathe in and it going back down as you breathe out. So we're just going to do that 4 times. I'm going to count, but feel free to go at your own pace as well. So let's start. Get ready. We'll take a breath in for 4. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and out 3, 2, 1. And in 2, 3, 4, and out 3, 2, 1. And in 2, 3, 4, and out 3, 2, 1. And in 2, 3, 4, and out 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay. Before we move into, just checking the time, beautiful. Before we move into some card pulls, I just wanted to let you guys know just a couple of things that you can also do at home, or little practices to kind of bring in more of your water element. So things like drinking water, swimming, taking a bath, or having a shower and really kind of letting the water just run over you, meditation, anything slow exercise-wise, like I mentioned before, yoga, Pilates, making more time for yourself to be alone, quiet time for reflection, and just to be still. And also, watching and observing the water as well. So going down and just sitting and watching the ocean. So they're just some little things that you can do at home. If you're feeling the things that I mentioned earlier, it may indicate that your water element is out of balance. And they're just some things that you can do at home to bring that back in. So I hope that some of those messages and that element resonated for you tonight. And what we might do, we've got a little bit of time. So if anyone would like a card, I've got a different deck here tonight. It's self-love affirmations. So just bear with me in the chat. I will get to everybody. Oh, I'm glad, Tina, feeling calm, beautiful. All right. Let's see if I can keep up with the chat. I might just, can I stop the recording? Okay.